Good morning, chat. What's up, Seven Dre? Yo, thanks for coming through. We saw your follow pop in when we were not live the other day. So really appreciate that. If you don't mind me asking, how did you find us? Was it the Destiny video on our YouTube? What's up, Seven Dre? Yo, thanks for coming through. I'm over here just blasting my own echo out of the fucking YouTube monitor. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, guys. Getting right. Fixing my shit. So we've got a very special show for you guys today. Oh, what's up, Omni? Let's see. What is this one? Good morning. Geometric shapes containing detailed structure at arbitrarily small dimensional scale. Sapling genuses. Okay, cool. No, I appreciate that. That's a good one, Greg. I mean, sorry, Omni. I keep doxing you, bro. I'm so sorry. Sorry, chat. So I'm getting hey, what's up? Ornanolog? I think I said that right. Ornanolog. Okay. Yeah. The docs is heavy in here today. It is. It's totally. So chat, what we are waiting on. Thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate you telling me how to say your name. I don't like mispronouncing people's names. Boom, long cat. Let's go. We love Boom here. So yeah, the special thing we have going for you guys today, Boom. This is actually not going to be a Unreal Dev stream, so I would understand if this isn't up your alley. But one of the missions I worked on in Destiny, 5 years ago, 0 Hour, came back and it's live today. So we're going to do a playthrough with a friend of ours. I've got a couple buddies of mine who are going to be here. My QA or like test lead, my game testing lead is going to be with us on stream playing 0 Hour as well. And we got a advertisement playing, so that's pretty sick. So sorry for you guys who are getting this pre-roll or whatever, but it's good. And then the other person who's going to be kind of like our host is Mikowski. Mikowski is a good friend that we met through Destiny when we were working at Bungie. He's a sniping wizard. He loves this game. He's like super into PvP and stuff. So we did a video with him a couple weeks ago on the Whisper, and he posted that to his channel. So we're doing it this time for 0 Hour on our channel as well. So yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff going on today, but it's going to be a little bit of a departure from the Unreal Dev stream, which we normally have. Yeah, and sorry for those of you who got ads as soon as this ends. Like, why am I getting ads? That's the oh, I fucking know why, bro. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, because remember it was my Prime. Yeah, so my Prime was renewed, so Prime is back. Oh shit. Mikowski was like, "What's the password to the Video Ninja thing?" So, hey there, Rushed. Thanks for coming through on YouTube chat. I'm really glad that I had it pulled up because we don't normally get anyone in YouTube chat. So I really appreciate you being there today. A lot of our chat is more active over on Twitch. I understand if you don't want to watch there, you don't have to. Totally cool. I'm going to do my best to try to keep up and make sure that I can, catch YouTube chat. So if I don't and you're missing, you're not getting a response, come through our Twitch chat and just, holler at us there. Also for... Oh, okay, sick. Yeah. I mean, I don't even read it there, but it's fine. And then for all of you new people who've just found us, come on through to our Discord and check us out on all of our other socials. So our Discord, is that. I just dropped it in Twitch chat. For you YouTube folks, I'm just going to try to copy this and throw it over there for you into YouTube chat. There you go. Okay, so that's our Discord as well. Yeah, if you guys want to come through to Discord, it's an easier way to stay in touch with us. we only stream 4 hours total a week. So we just do, 2 hours today, 2 hours tomorrow. So it can be a little bit harder, especially like we stream in the morning today. So, people have work and stuff like that, and they just can't catch the live stream. So yeah, that's where we're at. We got Mikowski in here. Yeah, what's up, brother? Tony, okay, yeah. So stream, you're not gonna be able to hear him yet. Tony's running all of the stuff behind the scenes. We've got a very complicated stream set up because we've got people in Washington, New York, Texas, Colorado. Like everyone is all connecting into the stream. So we're gonna have like this big like podcast format kind of a deal going on today. Yeah, we're doing some Destiny gameplay. We're just going to be talking about, that's going to be very nostalgic for both myself and for Josh here. It'll be pretty cool. And Hunter's got, a bunch of questions and stuff lined up for us. It'll be fun. Nice. All right, chat. We are doing some adjustments, and we will have a bunch of people up on stream here soon. Josh, you want to say something real quick? There. No, we're great. Everything's awesome. All right, say something now, Josh.
Yo, hello. Hello, chat.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. Thank you, Sparkle. Thank you, Photon. And Mikowski, are you streaming this on your channel?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Awesome. Everybody who's here, can we shout him out, Tony? All right, sweet.
Can we do the same on ours? Mod Squad, if we get in there and make sure we're going to be live with Fractal Grove. That's the development company that Vince started after developing these two iconic missions. He's now on to bigger and better things, amazing things. So I'll make sure to go over there and support him and his mission over at Fractal Grove. Seriously cool shit that they do. And they're super interactive with the the most interactive dev team ever, honestly. Like you can go into their stream and their insights and perspective into game design and development is super cool. I love watching them play games from that developer's chair perspective because they're saying things that you just don't get from any I love Summit, I love Ninja and all these guys, Tim the Tap Man, they're great, but they're not developers, right? So they don't have that innate perspective about how it relates to why we're having so much fun, why the positive feedback loop is so strong in the game experience. So definitely make sure you guys check out Fractal Grove because their design studio is super sick, and so is their streams.
Thank you, bro. Really appreciate that.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, so I think, how are you? Are you ready, Hunter, for the craziness that is 0 hour?
Okay. So let's set the stage here. 4 years ago, I don't know however many years ago, and real quick, I'm just gonna ask chat. Can you guys hear Vince and Josh and everybody okay? Audio's good. We messed with some settings before this, so just wanted to make sure that everything sounds and looks good. I would imagine it does. Cool. We're all good. All right. So let's set the stage. A couple weeks ago, we ran the Whisper mission with Vince, one of the developers of that iconic mission. And with the reprisal and return of 0 hour, we thought, hey, man, let's just run it back. So if you guys missed the run through of the Whisper, make sure you guys check out our YouTube channel. That's up there in all of its glory to enjoy on your own pace and time. About an hour long and extremely informational. I mean, the nuggets of lore and secrets that we discovered in that was super cool, and that's what we're looking to do here today. However, I played the Whisper so much. This 0 hour I have not played before. In fact, resetting the stage, we agreed, me and Vince, that we were going to run through this years and years ago, and then out of nowhere it got sunset, so we didn't get a chance to run this mission. And now we're getting it back in blood, I guess, quite literally, because I hear there's some difficulty modifiers. So I come ready to game today and also ask some questions to the developers of this iconic mission. So we got Viper Zero and we got Anime Figurines, Vince and Josh, respectively. Make sure you guys support them and check out their socials as well. We'll make sure to link that in the description once this gets put up on YouTube. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm good to go.
Yeah. Josh, let's get you in here.
I'm just gonna grab my glasses real quick.
Okay, no worries, bro. I was gonna say some shit. I don't know. Hunter's super awesome. Mikowski's great. We obviously we're good friends. We all like each other here. I'm wearing his shirt. Love it. It's fantastic. Yeah. So we're gonna get this sucker rolling here. As soon as we get Mikowski back, I think he's on a quick break to grab some glasses, and then we'll get right into this. Oh, Mikowski's not high enough light level.
You should be okay, right? You ran it at
Yo, Gelato Squid! Sorry, guys, I'm very excited. The fucking guy, dude. Okay, guys, chat, everybody. Gelato Squid is the world first.
Yeah.
I think I need a quest line. Requires quest progress, asset protection.
I think we have to go talk to Ada first.
I figured there was a tower visit involved in this.
Yeah. Yep.
And I followed them back and sent them a DM, and they just came through on Twitch. So it's just very exciting. Oh, I'm kind of back. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so for Fractal Grove chat, as we were fixing it, Gelato Squid. I was just explaining this to Mikowski on his stream, but Gelato Squid was the world's first completion of the Whisper. Just a player, a Destiny fan, and we I've never actually met. So Photon, I've never met Gelato Squid. Gelato Squid probably doesn't even know that I know who Gelato Squid is, which is it's crazy. So yeah, it's so fucking cool. Yeah. Yeah, Gelato Squid found us and came through. It's so exciting, bro. It's so sick. Very, very PogChamp, boom. Very PogChamp. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just got really excited about that. Yeah, that's so fucking sick. I'm really glad you came through, Gelato Squid. I really appreciate you being here. It was a super awesome moment for me to watch you in the studio complete it for the first time and be like relatively obscure. No one knows who you are. And I'm like, yo, Gelato Squid is fucking amazing. Like, dude, we were losing our shit. I think, yeah. I feel like we tried to send you guys a shirt or something. I mean, granted, this is a long time ago, so I don't even know. Oh, what's up, Blue Panda? You want to see this drip, or do you want to see Josh's drip? So this is the Mikowski shirt drip. Oh, you got a poster. Yes. So I'm the guy in the middle holding. Yeah, I'm the guy in the middle holding the whisper. That's me. It's my Twitter banner, Mikowski. Yeah, cool. This is what we sent Gelato Squid. So that's me in the middle. Sorry, it's really hard to see this.
Calling it. Time for a break. I've been saving up money.
Yo, I misspelled Guardian. Hilarious, dude.
That's hilarious.
That's so good, dude. I'm really glad that you got a like fucked typo on there. You're awesome, Gelato Squid. Thank you so much. Sparkle's saying that she can't hear Mikowski on stream. Okay, cool. All right. Don't worry about it. We got you. We're gonna get you fixed. Okay, so sorry for the gameplay of me staring at a wall here in the tower chat. Where are we? Mac, did you get your quest step done?
Got my quest step. Yep.
All right, then we should be good to go. Are you locked in? We ready to get this, Josh?
Dude, I'm ready when you are.
Fuck yeah. Dude, how do I play this game? Destination, there we go.
Oh, this is so cool, man.
Yeah, this is sloppy chat. All right, so Hunter, this is tough. We're gonna try to keep you with us in traversal. So we're just gonna it's gonna get pretty sticky. So I was talking a little bit earlier in your chat about the differences between Whisper and 0 Hour, and Josh and I did a run through last night just to make sure that we were like dialed in, you know, so we don't appear foolish in public, right? And I was like, oh shit, dude, this is hard. Like the traversal's hard compared to Whisper.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So
I got my gamer pants on.
Yeah, we got 40 minutes, so we should be fine. Josh and I can get you through here, but oh, this is my boy here. Oh, what's up, Mithrax?
Okay, now talk me through this, because this was previously a secret too, right? In the sense you had to find this through the old tower.
The mission?
Yes.
So you had to go on the quest. I talked about it a little bit in our last stream. You had to go on the quest on Titan, where you meet Mithrax for the first time. Do you remember when we talked about that a little bit?
Yep.
So you had to do all that, and for 0 Hour, when I made the lead-in quest, I hooked it into all of that type of stuff. So I was like, I know all the space in here. I know how to use this space because I made this quest, back in the day for launch of D2. Also, just release and respawn. It's going to be faster. That's definitely by design. I made it set the respawn timer super short in here. So the optimal thing is just don't wait for the homie to come get you. Just respawn and get back in there.
So that's interesting, though, because that sounds very kind of you. And like we talked about in the Whispered playthrough, you were not kind. You wanted to make it blisteringly difficult. What was the thought process behind that?
Yeah. So I found that with a timer, it became really frustrating to try to balance, do I go back and get the homie or do I just keep fighting? And it felt better to me as a player to just keep fighting and just let my homie respawn. So what I did there was I turned down the respawn time to the minimum so that it was closer to open world. So it was basically like the same duration of time. So that it was just basically instant respawn. It doesn't really matter. because that's not what this is about. This is about beating the clock and like, you know, optimizing your routes and stuff, right?
Dude, playing through this and just seeing, I'm like having difficulty shooting enemies because I just want to enjoy the old tower, man. This is beautiful.
Yeah, so I'll talk about combat differences here too, because this is immediately apparent.
Much more difficult, yeah. We were one-shotting enemies in Whisper. This is, I feel like I'm raiding now.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. So the Shanks out here, they doubled. They threw a Brig in here, and they threw another...
Wow.
What are they called? The big Shanks. I can't remember what those are called.
Heavy Shanks.
So there's like 3 boss monsters in this encounter alone now, which is... That's a lot.
And that's part of the reprised effort, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So like they added the sniper Shanks into this encounter. They added the Brig, and they added, I think, like 1 or 2 more groups, or just added a couple more Shanks to the groups. Also, I just want to address real quick, Gelato Squid was saying that they love the timers, and they feel like the timers are really good. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I thought a lot about how the timers worked and how they should function and bring challenge without being punishing. So yeah, I'm glad you guys appreciate it, because that's for you.
And you spawn in the safety confines, I would assume, every single time back at the start. So that's kind of...
Yeah, exactly.
A
I made
breather
sure that I
moment for
always
us.
put you in a safe spot.
Thank you.
So you can keep working. Yeah.
Okay, I got to get right to this. What's up with the difficulty? Because again, we were one-shotting enemies in the Whisper run through of the reincarnated version of it. This is insane.
beefy,
Like the
dude.
Shanks are like final
Mhm.
boss status right now. What's going on?
I feel like what they did was they just turned it up. Like they turned up the combatant modifiers and stuff, which is something I did in Whisper and 0 Hour anyway. But these feel like you're meant to have a higher power level than what we have at 1810. Whisper normal felt way more forgiving.
Yeah.
This one's pretty serious.
Yeah, already noticing an increased difficulty level, and I think that was apparent too in the original. But nice to see some of the added touches that they've also added here with the reissued version.
I think I don't know if I said it. I know I've said it a few times publicly, but I think the thing that like I wished for more was tighter combat in the Whisper. Like I didn't get as much time to develop combat as I wanted. And so I was always like kind of really critical of myself in how I developed combat here. And I was like, oh, it could always be better, you know, right? But I realized that it's actually better than the Whisper's combat. I put in like different combat encounters, like those 2 tethers we just did there. That was 100% intentional.
Yeah,
I spaced out the Shanks and the Servitors so that you could fire 1 tether. If you look at this one up here, Mac, right behind you on this railing, that was the one I shot. And it's because I know if you shoot it here, it's going to hit all the Servitors and all the Shanks. So like I literally designed it that way on purpose. So
Very cool.
in this mission, there are, you know, like a little bit of lock and key encounter puzzle. So it's like, you got to do these things and it will trivialize this encounter. But if you don't, it's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah. And that's another thing that I recalled from our playthrough of the Whisper. It wasn't that it was like a happy accident, right? Everything was thoughtful and well designed and well thought out. But it kind of felt like it was in the sense that there was only 3 people working on it. There weren't many resources given to the Whisper mission. But I remember in that video, you said you guys really cranked it up in terms of the development process for 0 Hour. And as someone going through this blind for the first time, I can already feel that so evident. Talk me through that process and what that experience was like. Whisper's a huge hit. More resources are being given to you and your team to make 0 Hour. Talk us through the evolution and that spike in growth of just pure man hours even.
Yeah. It's really interesting because like when I made this stuff, you know, I was there. It was my job. I just was like in it all the time. A lot of you, you know, some of you newer people in chat don't know, but I haven't played Destiny since like Shadowkeep or some shit like that. So like for 5 years, I've not played this game. So this is me coming back for like the first time and just re-experiencing like stuff that I made 5 years ago and just kind of like talking about it and like seeing the difference. So I'm meandering a bit, but I think the important thing is as I play this and I noticed the difference in difficulty, it was completely like transparent to me as a designer when I was working on these things. I didn't realize that I was making 0 Hour so much more. It feels more like tight on execution. There's less room to make small errors or mistakes, or be like, like you really have to optimize to get 0 hour to be smooth and clean. Yeah, just making sure we got you back there, bro.
Oh, I'm with you.
Hell yeah. All right, good. So can you like remind me again, just give me a little more direction on your questions so that I'm not
Yeah,
that I actually answer it?
the Whisper of the Worm, 3 people, designers and devs on it. 0 hour, how many in that regard? You kind of
Significantly more. I mean,
100?
like as evidenced by Josh, like being here. When I did Whisper, I didn't really have like, I had ad hoc test support that kind of went with our like the live team test support. When we started making this, I had like, dude, Josh and I were like, we hung out all the time, every day. Like we were very closely working together throughout this whole process. He ensured that we didn't ship anything with bugs. Like the reason why this shit is so bulletproof is because of the amazing work that Josh did and just being like really diligent. And
that makes so much sense, because you were essentially having to test it. It sounded like you were playing through the Whisper ad nauseum, and now it's cool. That's really cool to introduce kind of Josh into the fold. Josh, what was your experience in like the first time you did this as a QA test design lead? Right? Was that what?
Yeah,
you were working on
so I was a QA lead for it. It was pretty interesting. It was the first project that I had worked on at Bungie that I was kind of pulled off of working on like mainline seasonal content for. Like I even remember my manager at the time was like, "Hey, we're doing this special thing. We can't really tell a lot of people about it. Would you be okay, not working?" I used to work on public events and do a lot of testing for that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Hey, are you cool not doing public events this season? We're doing a special thing, trying to get like a team up for it." And I had played through Whisper before, but I had not actually worked with Vince like directly on it. And I was kind of like, "Yeah, that sounds good." And it was the next, I don't know, how many months would you say we worked on this, Vince? Like 3?
Yeah, it was like 3 to 6 months. I got that question on the Whisper too, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't know." It was like between 3 to 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a season development cycle, but my entire like time was just spent running this, making sure it was bug free. Logged a ton of bugs, just trying to make it like the perfect player experience. It was quite a change in kind of like my normal day-to-day workflow in QA. It was really cool. It was a great experience. I think like the core team of everyone working on it was like 8 people with like artists and designers and production included.
Engineers, investment
and I was the
design.
only QA person on it, so it was pretty fun.
Wow, you had to QA this solo?
Yeah, we had like playtest sessions with kind of focus groups like Whisper, but yeah, most of it was just solo testing.
Talk me through the perspective. You're going from public events, and I'm sure QAing that is a completely different process. You're looking for completely different things in that versus this, which is like, from a difficulty perspective, is cranked up 1,000x from a public event. Talk me through that.
Yeah. So I was definitely, I think I was partly chosen for it because back when I was working at Bungie, I was like very much a hardcore player. I was playing all the time in my free time. And so I think they were like, "Okay, you're one of the more hardcore players on the team. We should kind of put you into this role of a more hardcore activity."
Smart.
It was quite a big change. The kind of style of testing for public events was pretty set in stone. I had learned from great people like kind of how to test those and make sure everything was good and like test them efficiently. I had never really tested a kind of bespoke activity like this. Where there was a lot of, nuance in in like kind of the flow and design of the activity. I had to make sure all the art was good, make sure there wasn't like clipping, Z-fighting, any of the kind of visual bugs that you might see sometimes. But I also had to make sure like everything in the activity worked and felt okay. Which the feeling thing wasn't, I tried not to give as much design feedback when I was working on public events because they were very set in stone. Whereas with this, Vince kind of let me give my own feedback, and I think it changed the way I like tested it in a lot of ways because Vince would take my feedback and kind of add things, remove things based on that. Yeah.
Dude.
That was actually really important to me too, by the way. That was something that I did all the time, is I guess just through the test process and talking about those like, focus group play tests that Josh was mentioning. I thought it was really important to go around the studio and find the players. Like I got plugged into like who the more hardcore Destiny players were in the studio. This is for them. And so I would get those people to come to my playtest. I would not go through and get like, a design director to like seek approval from, or, like it's not for them. It was for you guys. It was for us. It was for the Destiny players to have a challenge and have a good time. So I really focused on that, and I took feedback to heart. I remember one of the Tiger Style guys, I don't even remember what it was he suggested to me, but it was Glauser, and Glauser was like, hey, you should try this thing. And I was like, okay. And I did it and put it in, and then he came to the next playtest like a week later, and he's like, holy shit, dude, you put the thing in that I suggested. And I was like, yeah, of course. It was a good idea. And he's like, oh, I've never had anyone do that here. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I'm shocked. And I was like, hell yeah, bro. Well, it was a good idea. I appreciate it. So I know that meant a lot to him, and it meant a lot to me to like get actually like really good feedback. Do you want any tips on fans, Hunter?
Yes, and real quick, I want to also make an observation and get your thoughts on it. Okay, so,
Yeah.
And I talked about this during a Echo Guild World or Blind Last Wish challenge they did 6 years after the fact, and I talked about how gamers, they look to the light to know where to go, and that was very apparent in the Whisper mission. Little glows or hues that kind of told you like, come over here, Guardian. And I'm noticing that again in this mission, things like the light sticking out on the landing pad that we just jumped on recently, and then the clipping that you brought up in the Whisper mission where you're supposed to think, okay, my Guardian can't fit there. My Guardian can't go there. And I'm seeing that again. These little tunnels, I feel so claustrophobic. I don't feel like I can make it through this little square that I'm on right now, but you go through and you can. But look at the eye level. It's my head level is above where it feels like I can go. So talk me through that process, because that seems like a theme after you help me out to get through the fans. But that feels like a theme that you guys carried on from the Whisper.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the fans real quick because this is funny to me. You just talked about lighting and how it's a good tell for players. So there's only one notch per fan that is actually safe. The other two are blocked, and there's like a piece of geometry in the way. So just be careful before you jump, and you can pause in the middle and land on the little centerpiece, and we cleared out the shanks for you. So unfortunately, we can't help you through this.
Yep.
There was